Hello and welcome to this short video on your role as a teacher training mentor. So first of all, to say thank you so much for volunteering to take on this role. It can be so critical in supporting staff, new members of staff, through the teacher training program. The first question I'm usually asked about the teacher training mentor role is how much time will it take up? The recommended period of time is for 10 hours across the entire academic year, so about 3.5 hours per trimester. Very often you'll find it'll just be short minutes at a time, the snippets of conversations had across the staff room or across teams where your mentee needs particular support. We all know how challenging the role of a teacher is, and even more so in these times of COVID, where marking and preparation and supporting students takes up huge amounts of your time. And then a member of staff has to complete their teacher training program and be a student along with that role as well, which, as you know yourself, having been through the program, that can be quite challenging. So just to give you a bit of a guide, I'm going to start off by sharing my screen and talking through the role of mentor. So Ofsted described the role of a mentor in teacher training as a supportive but critical friend. And it is really just identifying where your mentee needs help and assistance in working their way through the assignments. So probably top of the list is to observe your mentee teaching. Now, if they're on the level 4 program, they need a total of 3 observations, and typically one of those is undertaken by the mentor. It's not an essential task, but it certainly is very supportive if you're able to do it. If they're on the level 5, they need 8 observations in total, so that'll be 1 per year if you're a mentor. Now, attached in your mentor pack is the observation paperwork that we use. It's a full observation rather than a walkthrough, so that means that it is graded, so it'll be outstanding, good, requires improvement, or inadequate. And attached to the mentor pack there's also a guide to how to grade the observation. In order to pass, the mentee requires 3 observations that are at least good. If you need any help with the observation, please contact me. I can even provide examples of lesson observations, or you can always pop into ProObserve and have a look at some of your own observations to get some clues. You can obviously organise that in collaboration with your mentee at a time and date that's suitable for them. It can be online, so it can be an online observation, or it can be observation of a recording. The mentee can choose when and where that takes place, so it's not an unannounced observation. Assignment work can be quite challenging. They come in thick and fast, and keeping up to date with the assignments is really critical on the teacher training program. As soon as a member of staff gets behind, the motivation to catch up and continue on with the program gets less and less the further behind they get. So one thing that you could do is just to check up regularly on how your mentee is progressing with their assignment work, and you can check in with me on that as well if you wanted to. In terms of helping them with their assignment work, it is a vocational qualification, so there'll be underpinning knowledge that they have to respond to, and there is evidence that they need to collect from their everyday work to support the criteria in the assignment. So you can perhaps guide them as to what evidence would be acceptable to submit, and also support them with their written work. Now, new this year, we have a video guidance for every single task that has been recorded and put into OneFile. So if they are struggling with interpreting a particular task and you're not quite clear on it yourself, then please tell them to go into OneFile and look at the assignment guidance video that goes with that particular task. You can even sit there and watch it with them. They are quite short, but they should give detailed information as to what the learner has to do in order to complete that assignment. The other thing that's critical to do is to maintain their reflective journal. So ask to see this regularly. It's an expectation that there'll be 30 entries across an entire year. So again, this is something that if they get behind 5 or 6 weeks without an entry into the journal can be quite demotivating for a student then to have to catch up on so many reflective journal entries. So again, just pester them to check their reflective journal and look to make sure that they're putting entries in there regularly. So those are the three main things that you can support them with: carrying out an observation, supporting with them and pestering them to keep up to date with the assignments, and also checking on their reflective journal. There are other forms and documents within the mentor pack. If you choose to use them, that's fine. There's no requirement to. If you find they're supportive, great. If you find they're a hindrance, then just don't use them. There is an observation form in there that is required to be used. And again, you can contact me if you need support with that. So just to say thanks very much again for being a mentor and supporting a member of staff through the program. And if you do need any help, please don't hesitate to come back to me. Okay, hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching. Bye for now, and see you again soon.